hard by Kisses for Cats with that early game pressure off Ham.
And once again, they've subbed out Double XL. Oh no, they didn't. What?
No, they kept Double XL in for Setsuko.
This is the graphic. Okay.
So we have that LeBlanc band coming through for the first band for Kisses for Cats, trying to keep those assassins out of the hands of Iron Dragon. We'll see how they respond.
Iron Dragon in response, banning the Graves.
And with that, Kisses for Cats going to take the Zac out of the hands of Ancient Mommy, just trying to throw both these junglers off of their flow, taking away the early game champions from Ham on the Kisses for Cats bands, and then Kisses for Cats just taking the power of the Zac away from Ancient Mommy as they're just trying to, level the playing field and go back to the drawing board to see how they want to handle this game.
It's true. But like I said, I don't understand dropping Graves and Kindred in the same set of bands, because it's like one of them is for the other. Kindred is for the Graves.
And that's fair. We finally see a Caitlyn band come through, and it's going to be quickly responded by a Cassiopeia band. That leaves the Karthus open for Kisses for Cats, and now they're going to go ahead and hover that for their first pick. And it's going to go ahead and be locked in, and we now have a Karthus over Kisses for Cats. Could go to the bot lane, could go to the jungle, even in the mid lane. We'll see where it goes with how strong this champion is right now.
Let's see. With the Karthus coming out first, it's a very, very good insurance. Karthus is good at all stages of the games, in my opinion. I don't think he has a particularly weak early game, because that's his weakest part, and then he just continues to scale into a late game monster.
And with that, a Lulu instantly picked up for Iron Dragon. Lulu having a very good kit right now, able to put out a lot of good shields, and there's the Galio picked up. This champion has been a menace in the ALS since those buffs came through. So much CC, so much damage, so much reaction with the hero's entrance to cover around on the map. Galio is just being a very strong champion, as you can see in the stats right there, with a 78% win rate.
Absolutely ridiculous. But seeing Lulu Galio and Lucian and Karma once again being picked up on the side of Kisses for Cats is probably not ideal for if you're Iron Dragons, after seeing how well it was able to hold down the top lane.
We see the Lucian picked up, but the thing I will say is it's not necessarily gonna go in the bot lane now, as we know that Tanamo has played 2 games of Lucian in the past, so they're still keeping Iron Dragon on their toes here with what's gonna happen. But the thing that I like that I'm seeing right now is Iron Dragon have shifted away, and they are picking a lot more of an early game specific team comp to kind of take the reins back into their own control.
And with Ancient Mommy picking up I'm assuming is going to be for him on the Jarvan, because it's true I don't think we've seen Jarvan support in this league yet, but it's something that does happen from time to time.
So we see the Ashe band coming through, because they're still not quite committed that it's the Karthus or the Lucian going into the bot lane. Kog'Maw band comes out to take away the power of Lulu Kog'Maw on the bottom, as we know how strong that combination can be if put in the right hands. And we see these last couple of bands coming through, and that's going to kind of decide the tempo of how this game's going to go. Final ban locked in of Echo, taken away from Kisses for Cats, as they're go ahead and trying to make that distinction of if that Karthus is going in the jungle or not. Vayne taken away as well. That is going to be 380 carries banned away from Iron Dragon by Kisses for Cats. And now with these last couple of picks, we're going to see just what Lai Xiaolu is going to pick up to play with that Lulu. And it's going to be Sivir. Sivir being a pretty safe champion. I don't think it's ever been played here in the AL. Actually, no, it has been played here a couple times. I haven't seen it. I've seen it once, and it had a decent showing.
It's true, but what's really going to be important is these 2 picks right here to really round out their team comp.
and it's going to be a Zyra locked in. There's no way Udyr gets picked here, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I can hope.
It's possible.
So we're seeing here now the Udyr being hovered. Kisses for Cats already having a pretty strong team built up of the Karthus, Lucian, Karma, Zyra. Last pick being decided, and it's going to be a Kayn locked in for Kisses for Cats. Let's see how Iron Dragon's going to respond with their final pick as they kind of see how Kisses for Cats have drafted, but they're not quite sure where everybody's going at this point. Last couple seconds ticking away. We'll see what Iron Dragon picks up here, and it's going to be the Silas for Iron Dragon. We'll have to see how these teams match up now. And
Silas can go pretty much anywhere, like between top and mid. So it's one of those things where you have to like really pay attention to how that's going to go down. Because like especially with the Silas, you do have 1, 2, 3 good ultimates to take, or 4 good ultimates to take. Pretty much anything that's not the Karma ultimate. The Lucian ultimate is really good to take. The Karthus ultimate is very situational, but it can be very good to take. The Zyra ultimate in any team fight is going to be devastating, and the Kayn ultimate to keep himself alive also good. So Silas very good pick here, I think, especially to combo off of the Jarvan Galio combo, which is ridiculous. Like if you get the Jarvan Galio combo, like ult combo, alongside stealing a Zyra ult, anybody inside with no flash is just dead. There's no way you get out of that.
So as it being locked in now, we can kind of see where these picks are going. We're going to have Sharon Fang and XXL in the bot lane with a Karthus Zyra in the bot lane with Sharon Fang and Meowing Cat. Correct? With XXL in the top lane on the Karma, Tanamo and Lucian in the mid lane, and Ham on Kayn in the jungle. Responded by, you're going to have User Person on Silas in the top, Ain't Your Mommy on Jarvan in the jungle, I'm Candy on Galio in the mid, and Lijialu and Haxel on Sivir and Lulu to respond in the bot lane.
And with the spectator delay, like I want to know what is going to go on with, because I think what the places to watch. The place to watch right now is here in the mid lane, is I think is where we need to look. Because early game, like at least for Kisses for Cats, we need to watch mid lane, and then for Iron Dragon, we need to watch jungle. Because Jarvan, I can't see Jarvan like being too crazy. I mean, not Jarvan. I can't see Kayn being too crazy early game. Although Kayn can do a lot early game, it's not typical of him, and it usually takes quite a bit of setup, which his lanes do not have, aside from the Karma and the Zyra. So if we might see a lot of Kayn in the bot lane right now, but Ham probably wants to go red Kayn this game, maybe.
Yeah, and being red Kayn, he'd be able to offer his team some front line, maybe kind of cut through that Galio and that Jarvan that's going to be going so aggressive into his team. I think if Tanamo and Sharon Fang are able to play effectively and play very well, Tanamo's going to be able to be a monster on this Lucian in the mid lane, as he's going to be able to kind of keep up with this Galio, maybe even kite him around. And then Sharon Fang on the Karthus in the bot lane. Karthus is just such a strong champion right now with those buffs coming through. Even though those nerfs this current patch, it just hasn't been enough to take him quite out of the meta yet, as he's just so dominant across the game. As we get ready to load into this, are you expecting to see any kind of spicy level ones? Are you looking to see maybe an invade coming through from either team? Or are you looking to see just a pretty standard 5-point defense?
Iron Dragon has the tools to invade, but it's not usually in their playbook to do so. So I don't think I've ever seen Iron Dragons hit an invade like that.
As we're going ahead and finishing off this spectator delay now in these last couple seconds, what can Ham do to kind of make sure he can get the control that he took away from Ain't Your Mommy in that game 2? Do you think he's going to have that ability now that he's not really playing that early game aggressive into the Jax, or do you think he's going to be looking again to kind of take some of that pressure off of his teammates by shutting down Ancient Mommy in the jungle as well.
Well, Kane versus Jarvan, like just as a 1v1 matchup, is not one of those things that you want to be on the Kane side of it. Jarvan does have significantly more early game damage, in my opinion, or like from what I've seen. So I don't think that it's gonna be easy. He's gonna definitely need his team if Ham is going to shut down Ancient Mommy again this game.
And now we've loaded in. We're ready to see how this game's going to look. I'm ready to see just how powerful Kisses for Cats can be after coming off of that really good victory in Game 2. We'll see if Iron Dragon can turn it back around here to pick up this Game 2, as we call this one the swing game, as picking up this win will definitely pick at the mental of the team that's down.
Mm-hmm. So that's really going to put the pressure on whoever loses this game, because then they have to win 2 straight to win this series.
A lot of pinks coming out, looking to maybe find that cheese pick right here in the mid lane. Four members of Kisses for Cats pushing forward into this mid lane brush. Maybe hoping to find someone out here, as we now see I'm Candy walking forward. A little bit of poke coming out from Sharon Fang. Oh, but the Tangly Roots are going to connect, and now they're chasing down I'm Candy, but it's not going to be anything to find here, as Lai Jialu is able to pick up a little bit of poke there with the Boomerang Blade.
A lot coming out so far.
A little bit of a spicy, early game poke, I'll say. We have a Cull start coming out from Lai Jialu, looking to just play the bot lane extremely safe, farm up, get to the 300 farm Sivir that everyone talks about, full build, able to just clear waves. But Ham having an interesting start here. Looks like he's just going to go ahead and start Ancient Mommy's Raptors.
Even if he's not going to directly 1v1 him in the jungle, he's still going to come in and take what he can to put him behind. And although it seems as though the pings coming out might smell that something's up there,
with the timing of how Kisses for Cats bot lane got to the lane, and we're assuming by the mana cost that they really didn't use that much, they're going to go ahead and assume that Ham is there on that top side, went from Raptors to his red, and now they're trying to see where he's going to go based off of that information. Maybe Ancient Mommy's going to go for an invade himself, maybe try to pick up a counter invade, or if he's just going to try to keep clearing across his jungle.
I mean, if I were Ham right now, I'd be heading to my bot side to try to catch that. But it seems as though Ancient Mommy did not smell out that they were going to vertical jungle there, despite the pings that came out earlier into the game.
And now it seems Ham is going to go towards his top side, as he knows that Ancient Mommy has no way of getting to his bot side jungle in time. And this bot lane is just relentlessly going at each other, trying to find a little bit of poke they can to protect themselves from an all-in, as both these junglers now are positioned on the top side of the map, maybe looking to make a play here, or just trying to keep effectively farming and getting ready as they scale into this game.
And fun fact, Karthus's Q can actually outrange Caitlyn's auto attacks. So if that's like not telling you how like strong like Karthus can potentially be in the bot lane, then I don't know what will. Especially for like a mid-ranged AD carry like Sivir.
Double XL on this Karma is playing so effectively in this Sylas matchup, and is just able to keep tethering and poking him away, and just shielding through so much of his damage. And you can see User Person already used his entire mana bar, as Double XL is just able to sit there and grasp all the damage back up.
Not to mention the fact that User Person just traded into a minion wave, but we're not gonna mention that.
Ham able to pick up that topside scuttle, and now he's going right back onto Ancient Mommy's Raptors. Ancient Mommy now finally figuring out that the vertical jungle is happening, has entered into Ham's bot side jungle.
Ham not having opted to triple buff first before going back over to those Raptors. Probably assuming that his red buff is gone when it wasn't.
Looking mid lane, trying to collect a little bit of orbs where he can. Definitely going for this red form, as now he's making his way down towards Ancient Mommy.
Able to avoid that ward, actually. Almost able to avoid that ward. But Ancient Mommy was unable to come look for this red buff.
And so there's that triple buff you talked about. Ham is definitely showing a really strong performance coming out in these first couple of minutes, as he's able to effectively take away a lot of farm and a little bit of pressure away from Ancient Mommy, as he's not going to get a red buff. First Drake coming up in about 10 seconds. It's going to be a Mountain Drake. You know, Tanamo having a lot of really strong mid prio here. And now you can see that Sharon Fang and Meowing Cat are looking to go forward. Ham's here in the bot lane. Polymorph comes out. It's going to slow him down. Lai Xiaolu forced to flash away, but here comes Ancient Mommy coming from the backside. And now Sharon Fang's on the run. Ignite comes down. They're moving out, but Ancient Mommy flashes forward, flag and drag away. Teleport coming in now from I'm Candy. First Blood goes over to Haxel as they take out Sharon Fang. But here comes the taunt. It's going to go ahead and connect onto Meowing Cat. Ham's on the run. Meowing Cat's taken kind of low, and that is going to be a 1-for-0 for Iron Dragon.
And a lot of summoner spells blown there.
But here comes Tanamo. Dragon Flag goes wide. He's trying to see, and Lai Xiaolu will pick up the kill onto Tanamo. 2 kills for Iron Dragon.
Everyone being so low, and Tanamo greeting his flash a little bit, opting not to dodge key abilities with it.
Pick up the kill onto I'm Candy, but Ancient Mommy's going to shut down Ham. Ham going extremely aggressive, trying to pick up these red orbs to get his form as fast as possible. A little bit of a greedy play, though.
It definitely was a greedy play. Probably wasn't expecting both of them to be underneath the tower. But it was just going to be either way.
That's going to be a free Drake over for Iron Dragon, so as now they're going to be able to pick that up, you know, quite easily, and there's just nothing Kiss for Cats could do as Ham was taken down under that tower play.
But I think it's worth noting just how much Ham was able to pick up, how many orbs Ham was able to pick up off that anyway. Because like the sooner he gets to his transformation, the stronger he becomes. And they can't really contest the blue buff right now.
Double XL just poking down User Person, using those grass procs. The User Person is just not able to quite keep up with that little bit of sustain that Double XL is being able to put out with the grass procs, as well as all the shielding coming out.
Yeah, Double XL just really abusing User Person, despite having a CS lead there.
And Ham has just made his presence known in this game, as he's just counter-jungled so much away from Ancient Mommy. And now we can see an Entangling Root's going to connect on the Haxel, and they're going to keep going forward. Haxel's taking kind of low, but Ham's going to pick up the kill. And they're just pressuring this bot lane more and more. Ham's taking kind of low. Lai Xiaolu trying to hang on, walking back forward. Entangling Roots are going to connect. But he's going to... He's so low! Meowing Cat trying to stay alive here. And we can see I'm Candy kind of walking down. Hero's entrance coming through. And Ham and Meowing Cat has to realize now that they just got to go away.
Not only that, but it was just like Sharon Fang just did not have the mana that he needed in order to pop his ultimate. He has his ultimate available, and the spell shield was broken from Lai Xiaolu, but it just, without the mana to use it, it didn't matter.
Tanamo getting a little bit of poke here onto I'm Candy. But with how much resistance he already has from that Seeker's Arm Guard, I'm Candy's able to kind of just, you know, tank through it until Tanamo's able to pick up some damage.
And finally, Ancient Mommy is going to be doing some counter jungling of his own. But Ham is on his way to his blue buff, so they might run into each other here.
Samite's gonna secure that blue buff over for Ancient Mommy. And Double XL is just, you know, poking out user person so much, and you can see already he has that Executioner's Calling coming out.
Which I think is a significantly more effective build. Because once you, like, selling it later into the game makes it a 240 cost item.
I will say that the big thing to point out, though, that we kind of missed is Ain't Your Mommy picked up a Rift Herald there, and you know that's a very big impact to pick up so early in the game, as an early Rift Herald has so much potential to give that team a gold lead if used correctly. Double XL just trying to keep a pretty strong handle on this top lane, as we can kind of see that Sharon Fang is trying to farm up, get to that point in the Karthus game. Requiem's already online, getting ready to drop that Karthus R when available. Both these teams having a really strong performance. That's why the game, even though there might be a 1-kill difference, but here we go. Ain't Your Mommy looking to see. Flag and Drag goes just a little bit wide. He won't be able to connect, and Tanemo's going to get out of it with his life.
It's a very interesting Flag and Drag, seeing as how I think he wanted to go for the knockup, but with it, since he had flash, but he might have done it out of order.
And the Herald is dropped in the mid lane. Double XL poking out user person, and that's a decent amount of gold picked up for I'm Candy and Ain't Your Mommy. But user person going on to Double XL taken low, and he's gonna have to run away here.
The mantra is available. Probably will mantra the focus resolve for the extra healing.
Meowing Cat is going to try to knock him up. Cataclysm comes down onto Meowing Cat. Meowing Cat is going to be taken down by Ain't Your Mommy, but now Ain't Your Mommy is bloodthirsty. Double kill picked over. Here comes the Requiem, and he's going to go ahead and take down Ain't Your Mommy, as well as picking up another kill onto Haxel. But now I'm Candy is being taken down. The Ignite ticking. He's trying to get away. Goes back in. But Ham's going to pick up the kill on I'm Candy with an amazing flash.
And just Double XL and User Person are just healing off each other. They can't seem to kill each other.
Ham able to disrupt that auto attack from I'm Candy to survive was a very good play by him. You know, Ham has had a really good performance in this game, able to counter jungle so much away from Ain't Your Mommy. Ain't Your Mommy, though, is able to pick up that early Rift Herald, put some pressure around the map. He was able to, you know, make that play bot lane. It just wasn't quite enough, though, as Sharon Fang on Karthus is just such a good champion right now. But that's the red form over to Ham right now at the 12-minute mark.
Which is all he wanted for the rest of what he was doing. So now with the Umbral Trespass and all of his abilities are now healing him, it's forcing Iron Dragon to build some healing reduction for him.
And here we go. Ham's going on to Haxel, and Sharon Fang's to pick up that easy kill onto Haxel. But the Boomerang Blade is going to take out Sharon Fang. TP comes in from I'm Candy just a little bit too late, but he might be looking for blood. It's just not going to be anything at this moment in time. Ain't Your Mommy there clearing up a little bit of vision, but Tanemo's trying to pick up some plates here in the mid lane.
But they did get that Cloud Dragon, which is going to be huge for Sharon Fang's Karthus. Being able to use Requiem more often means they can take more fights.
Tanemo now with the Bilgewater colors complete. Flag and Drag coming forward, not able to quite connect on the Tanemo. He's able to kite so effectively with his dash. You know, and that's all Tanemo really needs to do. Pull the pressure, waste the time of the jungler, and just keep farming. Because that's all Lucian needs to do. Once he gets a couple items under his belt, he's going to be a monster in the mid to late game.
Double XL is opting into the Chalice first item, huge first item, and as well as the very, very smart buy of the Executioner's Calling to reduce the healing from Silas, from user versus Silas.
Hero's Entrance comes in, it's going to connect, but Meowing Cat's going to pick up that kill onto I'm Candy. But now, User Person going forward, trying to pick up the kill on a Tanimo. He stole his ultimate, and it's just not quite enough. His culling goes a little bit wide. Kisses for Cats in a pretty decent position here. They allow the Karthus to pick up some of that solo farm in the bot lane. Ham is just everywhere he needs to be, looking to see if he can find Haxel here, chasing him down, forcing out the Lulu Old Wild Growth. But here comes the Cataclysm, and Ham's going to be taken down by Haxel with that Ignite ticking away. But User Person and XXL just keep going back and forth on this poke. But we can see in the corner of the screen, Ancient Mommy chasing down Tanimo. Flag and Drag doesn't quite connect, but he's going to pick up that kill on a Tanimo. And now User Person is running after XXL, trying to find the chains. They're going to connect. XXL just healing so much. User Person can't quite take him down just yet. But now Sharon Fang trying to slow him down, has the exhaust, trying to pick up that last little bit of damage. And it will connect, but that's going to be a 1-for-1 Sharon Fang and Lai Xiaolu taking out each other.
Net gains. Net gain for Sharon Fang, able to pick up 2 extra CS before dissipating.
Luden's Echo completed on this Karthus. You know, he's going to be a powerhouse in this game. If he just is able to keep farming up, you know, not have the pressure in the jungle that you'd expect, as he would be pressured very hard by Ancient Mommy as the aggressive jungler. And I think if he plays this correctly, he'll be able to take over this game. User Person now connecting on a XXL, trying to use his own ultimate against him. But they just heal so much.
Both of them do. And one of them has healing reduction. Because it's like any time that User Person has ultimate, just uses the mantra Focus Resolve for all of that extra healing that Karma is able to get.
Third dragon of the game is going to come up. It's going to be an Infernal Soul in about a minute. We have the Herald up right now, and you can see Ancient Mommy kind of has his eyes on it, trying to sniff it out, see if he can pick up this second Herald of the game. What do you think Iron Dragon needs to do right now to kind of further cement how powerful they are right now?
Well, both teams are very powerful right now, so I don't think either of them needs to cement anything. But with the dragon coming up in the next 30 seconds, that seems to me that needs to be given their first attention. And once they have that, then they can start transitioning that extra damage that all of them get into more damage.
So we're hoping to find this dragon. You can see pings coming through as these teams are ready to, you know, contest this Drake coming up in the next 10 seconds. I think both teams have the very easy. Both teams have the ability to pick up this Drake. Top laners, TPs are both available. You know, as long as Sharon Fang is able to not take too much poke, he'll be able to respond to this dragon fight pretty effectively.
And Lai Xiaolu able to just land Boomerang Blades after Boomerang Blades. Sharon Fang might be forced to back here while they go and pressure the dragon now that Sharon Fang is at half.
I'm Candy picking up a blue buff for himself. Tanmo just trying to clear a little bit of vision wherever he can. But as of right now, it's 4 against 2 on this Drake. Tanmo just trying to pick up a little bit of mid prio, get that wave pushing as they get ready to go for this Drake. Top laners just going back and forth.
Yeah, they're on an island of their own. They can't do anything here. But teleport is available from both of them, and it's
Ancient Mommy going in onto Sharon Fang. I'm Candy picking up that kill onto Sharon Fang, and now there's just so much damage. And Tangling Roots going out. Tanmo's on the run, trying to get away. Really good kiting ability coming out. I'm Candy taken so low, but he's not going to go down. Oh, he is going to go down right now. Ham picking up a kill onto Ancient Mommy, getting the shutdown, and he's just kiting all over the place, trying to stay alive. User Person running him down, but we can see now that Lai Xiaolu is going to pick up that kill onto Meowing Cat, and that is 4 for 2 in the favor of Iron Dragons.
I'm not entirely sure what happened to Sharon Fang's ultimate, but it was not used in that fight, and that really turned the tide of what was happening.
A really good timed Requiem there could have definitely won them that fight, but it just didn't come out. Maybe he thought it was going to be too early in the fight. Maybe he didn't. It wouldn't quite work for him. You know, I think if that would have went out, though, it would have been the deciding factor of that fight for sure.
It was simply just a misplay. Just didn't use it at all. Like, was too busy casting Defiles or Lay Wastes. Too busy casting Skittles to prop ultimate, which really cost them the fight.
Meow and Cat trying to get a little bit of vision here in the top side, trying to make sure that this last couple seconds of that Herald's not taken away. Ancient Mommy, though, is positioned to try to clear some of this vision away. You have the Entangling Roots going just a little bit wide, trying to get some poke on the Ancient Mommy. Tanamo with the Blade of the Rune King already picked up. You know, just trying to become that powerhouse we talked about, trying to farm up and become that mid to late game champion that Lucian is well known for.
Like you said, vision's going out. One placed by Haxel over the wall to try and spot anybody out. Ham is about half there in the mid bot lane tower.
But Lai Xiaolu is chasing down Sharon Fang. Sharon Fang's going to be taken out, and that is a first turret and a kill over for Lai Xiaolu.
Able to just constantly pressure this bot tower with all of the wave clear.
Lai Xiaolu is playing this bot lane at a very, very good level of play right now, as he's just been able to throw Boomerang Blade after Boomerang Blade to kind of take him down. But here we go, teleport coming in from I Am Candy, and Entangling Root's going to go out trying to knock him up. Ancient Mommy being taken low by Tanamo. Tanamo's running him down. Requiem's going to come out, and it's going to probably pick up that kill there pretty much for free, but now he transitioned back to the fight in the bot lane, and both these teams are going back and forth. Haxel's already so low, but Ham's not quite ready to give it up just yet. He's still sniffing around, trying to see who he can find. Going back forward. He's looking to see. Here comes Galio going forward. He's going to get knocked up. Tanamo trying to kite away. Here we go. Hero's entrance, trying to create some space for his team. And Kisses for Cats, not quite sure where they want to go just yet. The knockup comes up, but the Boomerang Blade's going to take down Meowing Cat. What a relentless fight in the bot lane. Lai Xiaolu with really good positioning here to kind of pick up those couple kills as needed.
Double XL finding out user person here in the top lane, seeing how another Titan fight is happening up here, Wet Noodles back and forth. But maybe not. Double XL is able to actually hold down some damage this time around. Definitely within diving territory, and everybody seems to be here for a dive.
But here comes Tanamo trying to see, and then Ham's going to go ahead and take him down low, but Double XL's going to pick up the kill on a user person. But here comes Ancient Mommy coming through the backside. Huge Cataclysm is going to land. He's going to take down Double XL. Stoneplate coming down, trying to absorb some of that damage. But now his attention is turned over to Meowing Cat. Meowing Cat trying to walk through the turret. And he's going to go ahead and pick up the kill onto Haxel. But Lai Xiaolu is going to pick up that kill in response on the Meowing Cat.
And this is exactly where you don't want to what you don't want to see. Lai Xiaolu sitting here on seven kills and three completed items. 11,000 gold on that champion.
And Lai Xiaolu takes down Tanamo, just what you were talking about, but a huge shutdown has transitioned over to Ham. 8 kills for Lai Xiaolu.
Definitely has enough gold to finish the boots now, which means it's 3 completed items and finished boots on a very, very farmed Sivir. 182 CS in a 23-minute game.
We see Ancient Mommy and I'm Candy now going to go ahead and start up that Drake, trying to, make it a 2-for-2 and not quite put KFC into Soul Point. But Ham's not here to give it up for free. He's going to go forward, but Ancient Mommy's going to secure the dragon as Ham's now going back in, trying to see who they can shut down. Requiem from user person's not going to go out. Sharon Fang picking up a double kill and a triple kill over to Sharon Fang. 3 kills for Drake.
Was it canceled? Like what? Like was the Requiem canceled?
User person tried to drop the Requiem, but he was killed before it could go off.
Ah. I was talking about just in general because we saw the channeling of the Requiem, but it is not on cooldown. Nor did it go off.
That was user person's Requiem. He stole it from Sharon Fang.
Oh, okay.
Baron started up for Kisses for Cats, trying to cut through it to just a little bit quickly as I'm Candy and Lai Xiaolu are making their way into the pit. Hero's entrance coming out, teleport coming in now from user person. User person going forward. Huge taunt connects on the double XL, but they're just trying to finish up this dragon. Ham's gonna go ahead and secure the Baron. Requiem comes out now from Sharon Fang. Sharon Fang picks up some damage, but Lai Xiaolu with the triple kill as Ham's now trying to see just how much damage he can put out before he's taken down. He will take down I'm Candy, but then Haxon will pick up the kill onto Ham. And that is a 5 for 2 with the Baron power play being wiped out.
Is an unfortunate disaster for Kisses for Cats. I don't think that forcing the Baron there was the move in hindsight, but I think that the big point where they made the mistake was the decision to not either fully commit to the Baron or fully pull off of it. Because I think that either way, if they had fully pulled off of it, they should have just left it. Because there's no way that they can contest it after that. Like
decision making definitely was the, I guess, downfall of Kisses for Cats there. If they could have just made the decision to either finish off the Baron together and then fight as a 5-man strong, or decide to pull off and you know, take the fight to Iron Dragons as 5 would have been a lot more effective. They just have to make that decision making and you know, get on the same page with what's going to happen in these next coming fights.
Yeah, because Ham is a very, very strong Kane right now. 3 items, the Death Dance finished, the Black Cleaver finished, the Warrior Enchant finished. So there's a pickaxe being built there, which means he's not opting into the Spirit Visage for the bonus healing.
I believe he's just going to go straight for the Sterix next.
Which is fair.
We see now Ham going on to I'm Candy. Ham's going to take him down very quickly, and Mommy's just not there to react in time. User person and Double XL just trading back and forth. User person taking out the Mantra, trying to go forward on Double XL. But Double XL is able to just heal so much through all of User person's damage.
There's no magic penetration on either side, so any MR they build is going to be huge. Mantra back up, which means even more healing is going to come up.
Cataclysm going forward, trying to see, but Meowcat's going to pick up the kill onto Ain't Your Mommy, but Double XL and User Person trading back and forth in this top lane. Neither top lane are willing to give up just yet. User Person using the grass procs is just trying to stay alive, and User Person just can't do enough damage. Fighting middle of the wave has forced a flash away. Both these top laners are just so tanky, but Requiem coming out now, and it's not going to pick up the kill on a User Person as he had the zone is available.
But still, that is a 90-second cooldown that you no longer have. Or a 120-second cooldown, I'm sorry, that you don't have. So for 2 whole minutes, you can't do that again. And the Hearth's Requiem is definitely on a shorter cooldown. It's about 2 minutes right now. Not the usual cooldown reduction build where we see from him. But top tower going down, as well as the blue side mid, the Kisses for Cats mid, second tier mid.
Both these teams are so close together right now. About a 400 gold difference, slightly ahead of our Iron Dragons. You have Lai Xiaolu with 11 kills already picked up, 10 kills on Sharon Fang. Both these laners in the bot are just so powerful right now. You know, 3 items completed right now, as well as Source Boots for Sharon Fang. And then you have 4 items completed and the Executioner's Blade picked up for Lai Xiaolu, or Executioner's Calling. You know, the attention definitely is going to stay on to these two in these next coming minutes as we have, or sorry, next couple seconds, as we have this dragon spawning now. It's going to put the team who is able to collect it in Soul Point.
And it's worth noting that Meowcat did finish the Rylai's and Leandry's, so they are also going to be a huge piece to any fight as the dragon is going to go away uncontested. But a fight seems to be breaking out afterwards with the culling coming out.
And a huge flag and drag going through, and they're trying to see how much damage they can put out. Lai Xiaolu picking up the kill on the Sharon Fang, and here we go. Hero's entrance going to come out, but it's not going to be enough. He has to zone just to try to stay alive. Sharon Fang picking up the kill on the I'm Candy. Tanima going back forward. He's going to be taken out by Ancient Mommy, but Ham's here in the back line trying to get onto Lai Xiaolu, but Lai Xiaolu just doing so much damage. Ancient Mommy still alive, pushing forward, and that's 3 kills over to Iron Dragons, but it might not be over just yet. Flag and Drag going forward, chasing down Double XL, but Double XL will pick up that kill on Ancient Mommy, and the Bouncing Blade will take out Meowing Cat.
And this is just going back to just classic League of Legends. Being able to protect your carry. Lai Xiaolu just sitting in the back, slinging auto attacks, slinging Q, slinging the W back and forth throughout the entire team. No one was able to really stick to Lai Xiaolu because of Haxel. Like between Haxel and Ancient Mommy, like there was no way that they were going to get it. They were getting to Lai Xiaolu there.
Lai Xiaolu with really strong positioning and really good peel by Haxel there is definitely what won them that fight. They were able to take out Sharon Fang very early into the team fight, not allowing the Rec Room to be used as he was taken down too early. You know, Ham was going on to save her, but it just wasn't enough. Lai Xiaolu is so strong right now and definitely the focal point of who Kisses for Cats need to engage on and take out in the upcoming fights. Oh no, here we go. Lai Xiaolu taking kind of low, and then Tanemo's going to go ahead and shut him down. Teleport coming in now from User Person, but Ham's going to keep going forward. Here comes User Person now trying to run down onto Tanemo. Double XL is going to take out User Person, but Ham is going to keep going forward and take out Haxel.
So that's a 3-for-0 in the favor of Kisses for Cats, and the Baron is available and will be started up.
Ancient Mommy now is going to have to look for this steal as Ham hasn't quite made it to the pit. He's trying to maybe sniff out and see where Ancient Mommy's at quite yet. Has his eyes on this red buff, but he knows he has to go in. And that's going to be secured. Baron power play starting now for Kisses for Cats.
They're looking to be heading towards this mid lane, seeing if they can get anything out of this.
Ham just trying to slow down the rotation from I'm Candy and Ancient Mommy here. Ham's just trying to create some space to allow his top laner to just pressure through that little bit and get that side push going. Mid tier 2 secured over for Kisses for Cats. And they're just using this Baron power play to just split the map up and, you know, get that gold advantage off the Baron power play.
And now the game has finally shifted into the favor of Kisses for Cats. It's been so even for so long, but the game is definitely not over yet. With the last dragon in about 2 minutes, and a little under 2 minutes actually, for Soul Point. If Iron Dragon is able to secure the soul, it's going to spill back into their favor.
So how can Iron Dragon make sure they secure this dragon?
With very good vision, because Kisses for Cats has been abusing the lack of Iron Dragon's vision to really create picks and to, when they split off to go handle other things across the map, to really make sure that you got the lanes pushing and not get picked off like you did right before the Baron.
Lai Xiaolu, if he puts himself in the correct position, will be able to absolutely dominate this team fight. And I think if he is able to maintain that position he had in the last Dragon fight and pick out Sharon Fang as quickly as they did in the most recent fight, that will be the deciding factor. We see that User Person steals over the Requiem from Sharon Fang. That's going to be a very big ultimate as they get ready. But here we go. Fight's breaking out. Ham going forward. Hero's Entrance coming out. Cataclysm is going to go and connect onto 2. Tanemo is able to kite back around so much. Ham in the back line able to just put out so much damage. But that's going to be a double kill over for I'm Candy, as that is a 1 for 2 in the favor of Iron Dragon. Or sorry, 1 for 3.
Sharon Fang repeatedly getting blown up in these fights.
Entangling Roots connect a little bit onto Haxel there, but here is I'm Candy waiting for them as they come over the blast cone. Tanemo is trying to put out so much damage, and he's going to take I'm Candy low, forcing him to Zanya's. But here comes User Person. He's going to cut through Meowing Cat, as now Tanemo is on the run. 3 members chasing him down, and User Person picks up the kill.
And that's going to be Dragon Soul given over to Iron Dragon. This is exactly what we were talking about, where it's going to be a huge swing for them once they get that.
And with this being picked up, that is the soul for Iron Dragons. and that's going to be a lot of damage coming out for Lai Xiaolu with those boomerang blades. If he gets that poke off, he's going to be doing so much damage. What an absolute bloodbath this game has been.
Lai Xiaolu has been full build for quite some time now. I want to say about 4 or 5 minutes now he's been full build. So like he's not gonna get much stronger now, especially now that the Dragon Soul's been taken. That's probably the cap until Baron. And when you look at the side of Kisses for Cats, there's not really too much there to really slow down the damage coming from Lai Xiaolu. But it's also true that Lai Xiaolu is most of their damage.
And chasing after Ancient Mommy here, trying to just slow down his tempo, but Haxel's here to back him up. Polymorph goes down, but Ham is able to just keep on picking and kiting his way through the team, able to get the knock-up onto Lai Xiaolu, but is forced to just try to get away. Requiem coming out now from Sharon Fang. There's just on the run. Kisses for Cats is just not there for this fight. But Ham's not ready to give up quite yet. Tanemo's now joining his team. Cullen coming out, able to connect a couple shots on I'm Candy. But here comes User Person chasing after Sharon Fang. Sharon Fang taking kind of low here. User Person putting out a lot of damage, but as well Sharon Fang, and Sharon Fang picks up the kill onto User Person.
Big solo kill. It's going to turn into a bot tower. Maybe two, depending on how they push the lane up.
So much wave clear coming out of Lai Xiaolu. He's able to just create a lot of space for his team. You know, if he's able to wave clear like this, they can stall the game out until everyone on their team hits the final power spikes they need, and then they group up, take the Baron, and just keep putting that pressure out, even though they're down about 4,000 gold right now.
I don't think that Iron Dragon...
Sorry, they're not even down gold.
They're not. I don't think Iron Dragon wants to extend this game any longer than they need to, because if you look at the way at the builds right now, Lucian like Tanemo and Double XL like still need an item. Still need 2 items really.
So with that, maybe they'll decide to get this group together as we see now 20 seconds on this Baron spawning. We have Haxel getting a quick reset. Vision's being put out now by Kisses for Cats. Kisses for Cats securing that scuttle. If they get enough lane priority, they might be able to set up a strong death push here to take out Iron Dragons as they make their way towards the Baron.
Because they do have the prio on the Baron and the positioning for it.
User Person in the bot lane. TP is available. Might start walking his way up towards this Baron fight. Kisses for Cats not quite sure where they want to go as of this moment. Baron is spawned up. They have a lot of vision control. Ham's going to go ahead and pick up that red buff. He's spotted out. And with that, Iron Dragon might make their way towards this Baron and clear up some vision. Ward spotting out. Iron Dragon trying to clear up some of this vision and get ready for this Baron fight. As Ham is still in the bot lane, just now getting his recall through as he's making his way towards this Baron now. Lai Xiaolu clearing through these waves at an alarming rate.
Even as the minions get stronger, Lai Xiaolu is still able to cleave entire waves, having swapped out his boots for another Zeal item.
And it's just a battle of the vision right now, trying to see who they can catch off. You know,
and interesting to see that User Person stole Tanemo's ultimate rather than just waiting a little longer. But the Baron is started up by Kisses for Cats. They're like, we want this fight now.
Tanemo there trying to get some poke out. We're trying to see if these teams will commit to a fight. Both these teams are ready. Sharon Fang trying to get a little bit of poke out.
The engage has to come from Ancient Mommy and I'm Candy, because I don't think that Kisses for Cats has to fight them at all.
Here we go. Mantra Shield coming in. They're trying to get some speed, trying to find the right way to go into this team fight. Mid priority firmly given over to Iron Dragons, but Ham is cruising along the side, but here we go. Ancient Mommy coming through. Hero's entrance coming in. It's going to knock out 3. And now they're going in deep. Calling going on the backside. And Ham is in the backside trying to get through him. Lai Xiaolu taken kind of low. Requiem coming out now from Sharon Fang as Ham is going to be taken down, but the Lai Xiaolu will be shut down by Sharon Fang. And here comes I'm Candy chasing forward. Taunt goes out. Going to connect onto 2. Zonia is going to be taken down, but it's just a little bit too late. H-Mommy picking up that kill, and now he's running after Double XL. But you can see I'm Candy is making his way back towards the mid lane, and Double XL is trying to waste as much time as possible before that inhib goes down.
I think what's worth noting is the fact that Kisses for Cats doesn't really have much penetration on their side. Well, as soon as I say that, Sharon Fang picks up a Void Staff. But the Blade of the Ruined King on Tanamo and the Black Cleaver from Ham might not be enough as they turn their eyes to the Elder. Because they cannot seem to shred the front line of Iron Dragon.
Elder Dragon is going to be the big 50-50 of the game. You know, if Kisses for Cats is able to pick it up, they're going to be able to cut through these fights, as they won't need the penetration as long as they can get them low enough to let the Elder Soul, you know, proc and take him out of the fight. But if Iron Dragon is able to pick it up, they're going to just cleave through these team fights.
Double XL just playing way too aggressive, gonna get chunked out here.
Here we go, the Flag and Drag going forward. Sharon Fang's gonna be instantly bursted out by Lai Xiaolu. Ham's in the back line. Cataclysm coming out, trying to take a low. Requiem's gonna go through, and it's gonna take out some members. Ancient Mommy and I'm Candy taken out, but Tanamo, Sharon Fang, and Meowing Cat are already taken down so low. Elder Soul is started up by Iron Dragon, but Ham's not ready to give it to him for free as he's chasing him down in the back line.
I don't think Iron Dragon realized that Ancient Mommy went down there, because they started that Elder Dragon while Ham was still alive. Very easily could have just swooped in and smited it away.
Lai Xiaolu is going to go ahead and shove through this mid-wave inhibitor turret and just try to keep doing so much work. But he's going to get chunked down pretty low here. And here we go. Ham's going to go into the back line, trying to chase after Haxel. He's going to go ahead and finish him off, but now he's chasing after User Person, and Lai Xiaolu is waiting here on the backside, trying to see if he can find him. Ham is still healing so much in these fights, and he's going to try to get through, and he will shut down Lai Xiaolu, and now he's chasing after User Person, and he's going to take him down as well!
And this is exactly what I meant before, which is why I always think that it's better to opt into the Spirit Visage as your 4th item on Kayn rather than the Steraks, because it just becomes so ridiculously difficult, even with healing reduction, to kill you. Because as you saw, Lai Xiaolu put auto after auto onto Ham and just was unable to do damage to him.
Now that's going to be a free Elder right over to Kisses for Cats, and they can make their way straight to the Baron and take up the fight there as well.
25 seconds still on Lai Xiaolu and User Person, which means that they don't really have enough to contest it. And sacrificing Ancient Mommy might, if he were to go for the steal, might just end the game.
Baron starting up, Tanamo just shredding through this Baron with Sharon Fang. Ham and Meowing Cat are over there trying to just create space for their team, not allowing any chance of a steal to come through. And that's a Baron power play started up now for Kisses for Cats with the Elder Dragon already on them.
So now with the double super buffs of having Baron and Elder Dragon, all it takes is one more fight while these buffs are on to end this game. And especially since the only issue was Kisses for Cats finishing off low health targets, they no longer have that issue with the extra combat power from the Elder Dragon as well as the execute from it.
Looking now, you can see 4 members of Kisses for Cats making their way down the mid lane as Double XL is coming to join with his team. This might be Iron Dragon's last stand. They have to go ahead and try to hang on to this game. Lai Xiaolu is going to have to be clearing this wave.
And the thing is, Kisses for Cats can literally just wait. They don't have to wait, but it doesn't look like they're gonna. They're just gonna back off and give up the inhib and try to fight it at doubles.
Ham sniffing out, trying to see if he can catch a cheeky knock-up on the Lai Xiaolu. And here we go, Lai Xiaolu forced to try to kite away. Sharon Fang going into the back line, looking to get his passive off. He's going to be taken down by Lai Xiaolu. But there we go, Ancient Mommy is going to be taken down with the Elder Soul. That's one Nexus turret down, looking for number 2. Ham's trying to force him off in the backside. But I'm Candy's looking to re-engage, and Tangling Root's going to knock up a lot. And that is game 3 to Kisses for Cats, and that is a 2-1 lead. Very good play out of both teams, as we saw Iron Dragons and Kisses for Cats both just trying to stay into the game by tooth and claw, but they just weren't able to. Lai Xiaolu was so strong, 19 kills picked up for his team. Ham was all over the place with Sharon Fang picking up so many kills. Brown, what's your thoughts on that exciting game 3?
My thoughts is the fact is just Ham is really out here trying to prove that he is the best jungler in this league right now. Going over and over, smashing Ancient Mommy over the head over and over, and just making better plays throughout each game, which is why they're able to continue to Kisses for Cats is continuing to contest Iron Dragons like this, and is able to even take the second game, threatening to take the series with this next one.
And with the swing game picked up by Kisses for Cats, that's now a 2-1 lead. Iron Dragon has to make sure their mental is under control going into this game 4. Because if they focus too much on how far ahead they were and losing that game, they're going to be already out of this next game. So Kisses for Cats and Iron Dragon are going to get right back into it game 4. Stick around. This series is insane.